Hi friends, welcome to Taming Python series. In this video, we're going to talk about how to export a data frame data as an Excel or CSV file. This is one of the most used cases, whether you're advanced or basic user of Pandas data frames, you might need this. So let's get to know how we can do that. If you have a data frame called df, so if you want to just export it as a CSV, you just need to write dot to CSV and give the path of that CSV file. And if you want to export the data frame as an Excel file, you just need to write df dot to Excel and write the path of the Excel file. That's all. It's that simple. So let's get started with an example now. I'll take a blank folder. I'll open it with VS Code. Yeah, my VS Code is open now. I'll create a new file. I'll just name it index.py. Alright, so now I'll create a new data frame. I'll just first import pandas as pd, and now I'll create a data frame called df. So let me try to take an example from here. I'll just copy df equal to this. So here I'm making a data frame from a list of lists. I've created a video on how to initialize a data frame and what are the simple initializations. You can refer that video if you want to know how you can initialize a data frame from a list of lists. For now, I've created a data frame using a list of lists, and I've given the row labels and I've given the column labels also, so that it's easy to understand. So I'll just print this data frame to show you how it looks like. So print df, and I'm running this. You can see I've got a data frame printed here, right? So now if you want to export this as a CSV file, how can I do that? It's just write df dot to underscore CSV and write the name of the file, or you can give the full path of the file also. But currently I'll just write out dot CSV. That means in this folder itself I will get a file called out.csv. So let me try to see how it looks like. I'll just save it and I'll run it. So it has completed. You can see I've got a file called out.csv. So let me try to see how it looks like. I'll just open it. Yeah, you can see I've got my index, columns, and I got my data also. So my data frame is exported as an Excel file, and I can use this Excel file wherever I want. You know, my data frame can have million rows, million columns. You can do that. You're just writing df.to.csv. It's that simple. And the next thing is, how can you export it as an Excel file? It is also really simple. You just write df.to.excel, and here you just write the path of the Excel file. For now I'm writing out.xlsx. So this is an Excel file, right? xlsx is the Excel workbook format. So I'll just save it and I'll run it now. My program is completely run, and now here you can see you got out.xlsx also. So I'll just open my folder. I'll open this. You can see I've got my Excel file outputted as out.xlsx. It's just a single line, guys, that's all. If you want to export it to a absolute path, so suppose if I have this folder called Taming Python, if I want to export at this path, I'll just hit Control C and I'll give the full path here. Okay, so if you want to print it like this, I want to make it as example.xlsx so that you can understand how it's going. So what I did was I've created I've given a full file path where it has to be exported at, not this folder. I'm giving some other folder. So I'll just mention to Excel and I'll give the full file path. And here you can see I've given R because it has backslashes. If you don't give R, it will take this as single character \u, but I don't want that. I want backslash to be considered as a character. So I'm given R, and now it will be as a raw string. So I'm saving it and running it. Now you can see my file example.xlsx is created in the folder which is not the folder as that of the running code. Folder is running, the code is inside df export folder, but my Excel file has been dumped here. That means I can even dump my data to any absolute file path. You just need to give the file path here. The same is applicable to CSV also. You just write df.to_CSV and you can write .example.csv, and if I run this, my data will be dumped here. You can see example.csv has been created here and my data is dumped here. So that means I can even give absolute paths for Excel and CSV. Now if you want to dump data and you don't want the index to be printed in the Excel or CSV, how can you do that? It's really simple. You just write index equal to false, and here I'll just, for sake of easy readability, I'll just write it here only, out.csv You just write index equal to false. Then what happens is that your index will not be printed in the output CSV or Excel file. So let me just run this. My program is run. I'll just go to df export out.csv. Here you can see my index is gone. I've got only the headers. My index is not printed because I have given index equal to false, right? And if I give header equal to false, and if I run this in to CSV or to Excel, if I write header equal to false, my header will not be printed. That means the column names, which is col1, col2, it will not be printed. So let me try to open the output now, out.csv. You can see I've got the row labels, row 1, row 2, data is there, but my headers col1, col2 is not printed because I have written header equal to false. That means if I mention header equal to false, my column names will not be printed in the output Excel file. If I write index equal to false and header equal to false, both of them false, then index and header will not be there, only data will be in the output. So let me just run this. Okay, now I will show you out.csv. You can see only my data ABCD has been printed, not my column labels and row labels, both of them have not been printed. So this is also one very handy attributes which you can use while using .to.CSV or .to.Excel functions while exporting the data frame data. And so that was about exporting data frame data to Excel and CSV. Now you can export specific columns by giving column names. So I'm taking an example, df equal to, in this example it has just 3 columns, that's all, nothing special. So yeah, you can see I got 2 rows but I got 3 columns. So I'll just print this data frame and show you how it looks like. Print of df. I've saved it, now I'm running it. You can see my data frame has 3 columns. Now if I want to export this data frame as an Excel file, suppose I'll just df dot to Excel, and here I'll give the path. For now I'll give .out.excelSX, and I'll write columns equal to, I'll just write col1 and col3 because I don't want col2 to be exported. So I'll just write col1, col3. Now I'll run it. Okay, now my data has been exported. So you can see I have mentioned 2 columns, this col1 and col3, and let me try to see how my output looks like. Out.excelSX, I've got only col1 and col3. You can see I've got only 2 columns which I have mentioned. So this way you can even mention which columns you want to be exported in the output file. This is also very useful in some of your use cases. So this is one more option you can use while exporting, using columns equal to, and you can mention which columns you want to export. Yeah, that was another option, useful option. And while outputting to an Excel, you can give a name called sheet name, and you can say which sheet that output should be printed to. So let me try to show you the example without mentioning the sheet name. My sheet was the default one, sheet 1, you can see it here. So if I want to output this to a sheet called hello, how can I do that? Or some other sheet name. I'll just write sheet underscore name equal to, I'll just write hello 1 2 3, and let me try to print all columns. So to Excel, I got the Excel name, and I'm writing sheet name equal to this. That means I want to print to this sheet name only. So let me try to run this. So my sheet name should be hello 1 2 3. Let me try to open and see this. You can see my sheet name is hello 1 2 3. So this way you can control the output sheet name also while writing to an Excel file. So this was how to use the sheet name function. Okay, and if you have multiple data frames and you want to put those data frames to multiple sheet names of a single Excel file, that's also possible. It's really simple. So let me try to take the example and I'll show you what's happening. I'm creating 2 data frames. This is df and this is df2, and suppose if I want to print these 2 data frames into a single Excel file, and each data frame will be in different sheet. So this is a common use case where a lot of people want to do that. So let me try to first print these data frames and show you how they looks like. So df1 and df2, I am printing those 2. If I print it, you can see this is one data frame and this is another data frame. If I want to print these 2 data frames into multiple sheets of a same Excel file, how can I do that? It's really simple, guys. You just need to take pd.excel writer. This is how you can you have to get the writer first, and then use that writer to dump your Excel file. So how can you do that? Is really simple. You just write with pd.excel writer and give the name of the file. Here I'll just write out.excelSX. This is the file, or else out123. whatever out123.xlsx as writer. So now in this with block, that means basically why we use with is that after this with blocks, this writer will be disposed by Python itself. So that's why I'm using the with block here. So inside the with block, I'll write df dot to excel, and I'll write, instead of the file name, now I'll write the writer here. I'll write writer, and I'll write sheet name equal to data1. df, I've given the writer, sheet name is equal to data1, and now I'll write df2 to excel writer, and I'll write the name of data2. And now that means I will get two sheets called data1, data2, and those will be populated with these two data frames. So that's it guys. Let me try to run this. Yeah, my data file was out123.xlsx. So let me go to the folder. I got out123.xlsx, and in that I got two sheets called data1, data2, and you can see my data is populated in these two sheets of a single Excel file. This can be a use case in many of our data science projects, but it's really simple guys. Use the pd.excel writer, and using that writer you can use two Excel function to dump multiple data frames into a single Excel file but multiple sheets. So this was another very useful use case, pd.excel writer. So the next use case was export multiple data frames to multiple sheets of an existing Excel file. That means it is the same as this use case, but you want to append the data to the Excel file. That means all the previous sheets should not be disturbed, but you want to add new sheets to an existing data file. So in our example, we have already created a data file called out123.xlsx. Suppose if I want to once again dump these data frames into different sheets of the same Excel file, and I don't want to disturb the sheets, existing sheets, I'll just write here, while using the Excel writer, I'll write mode equal to A. That means I'm going to the append mode. That means the Excel will not be disturbed. Any data, any new sheet will be appended to the existing data file, existing Excel data file. So I'm writing df.toExcel writer, and sheet name I'll write data3 here, and for df2 I'll write the sheet name of data4. That means df and df2 will be given to the sheet names data3 and data4, and the existing data sheets will not be disturbed because we are using mode equal to A, append mode. So let me try to save this and run this now. Yeah, my file has run. You can see I got the data1, data2, data3 and data4. I got 4 data files, data sheets to an existing Excel data file. So this is how you can append data to an existing data file. I've given an example where you don't need to use the with clause also. You can create a writer, pd equal to excel writer, and here you can do the Excel dumping, and at the last you can close the writer. You can use this style with clause also, or else you can use the without with clause. You can get the writer and then use the writer to dump the data and then close the writer. You can even do like that also. So these are the most common use cases while exporting the data frame as an Excel or CSV. You can see I've created a blog post on exporting data frame as an Excel or CSV. So I've given also examples. You can copy paste and practice these examples in your own IDE. So be sure to check out this blog post in the description of this video. Hope you like this video. Thank you for watching.